Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today I just wanted to share with you some figures I've canceled and some figures I've pre-ordered. So stuff that I'm interested in, at the time I felt maybe more of an impulse than anything else. And I asked myself, do I really want this? Or, I don't think I really want these figures as much as I thought I did. I saw the final product shot for the Jazz Inc.'s Catwoman. It looks off. I wanted to get it, the Michelle Pfeiffer one right here. So this is the deluxe one. I mean, it looks good in the pre-production photos here, but I saw the final product shot and it just looks off, especially the masked portrait. So for this one, I am going to cancel. I do have 1/6 scale Batman Returns Batman. It would be nice to get this, but I'm probably just going to wait till see what Hot Toys puts out. I mean, their head scans have gotten a little bit better, and it's a little bit cheaper too. And in order to get the masked and unmasked, well, partially unmasked portrait like these ones, or battle damage, you will have to buy the deluxe for Jazz Inc., and I really don't like that. And I don't want to fork out, like $1,000 USD just for a 1/6 scale figure for, where I have to have all these extra portraits. I really don't need 6 portraits. One of each is good enough, but yeah, this is going to be a no-go for me. Other than that, moving on to the next one here is for my anime I watched many years ago, Elfen Lied. It's a graphic anime, quite violent. The statue looks great. I had this on pre-order and I made some payments on it, but I don't want this statue as bad as I thought I did, so I will be canceling this. So I'll be getting a refund minus the NRD, and I will be getting that soon. Another one is the Elfen Lied bust. I had that pre-order and I asked myself, do I really want this? I don't want this as bad as enough, so I will be getting partial refund from this minus the NRD, and I'm going to use that for other pre-orders instead. The next one is John Wick, the Artesian version. Now, I already have Chapter 4 John Wick. With this one, I'm kind of on the fence about. I don't know what the final product of this will look like, so this one I may potentially cancel. We'll see. I mean, it looks good in the prototype shots here, but the final product, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. But nonetheless, I think the John Wick one may be a no-go possibly for me. Next one, guys, this one is not a figure here, but I made a pledge for the Cyberpunk TCG card game Kickstarter. So this is the Netrunner set. I have that on pre-order, and the Kickstarter just wrapped up. And it's the largest funding Kickstarter ever for a TCG game, card game ever. I'm not a big card game guy, but I am a fan of Blade Runner and Cyberpunk, so that was the main reason why I got it, and I will do a review on the channel once I get that. I think that costed about 375 USD for that. Next one, I always wanted a definitive Cammy statue. So this is from Prime 1, they had in their showcase. Looks really good. I think it's like maybe 15, 16 inches tall. I mean, the detail on this Cammy looks amazing. This is definitely going to be a go for me, a pre-order. And this one's going to be 100% pre-order. I'm going to be sticking with this one. Really nice looking Cammy here. Yeah, I have a few other Street Fighter statues, but I always wanted a good Cammy statue there, so that'll be definitely a go for me. Next one here is, I love Resident Evil. Played pretty much almost every Resident Evil I can think of. I remember playing it back in the day with the OG, a lot of the OG PlayStation titles from back in the day. And even though I'm more of a Chris Redfield guy, I loved Resident Evil Requiem. I would say they're one of their best-selling, maybe the best-selling Resident Evil ever. I think within the first 5 days they struck like 5 million in sales. Crazy, love that game. One of the best games, maybe in my mind, the best, my opinion. This is one of their figure builder figures, 1/6 scale. So this is a Resident Evil Requiem Leon, and it comes with half a base here, and that's because you will need to pair him up with his sidekick, and that sidekick is Grace Ashcroft, and I absolutely loved Grace in the game. So she is definitely going to be another pickup for me. And you can pre-order this at a lot of Japanese retailers. Ami Ami, Hobby Link Japan, Big Bad Toy Store has her as well. And, you know, for me, if Prime 1 does release a statue of them, I won't get it just because there's only so much space I have, and I really don't want to have to figure out how I'm going to display this. I'm already like beyond limited on space. But I mean, it looks great. 1/6 scale figures. And if you go to the Japanese hobby shops, they are cheaper there, for anyone that's interested in checking that out. So next one, I haven't made a decision yet. Being an 80s kid, 80s and 90s kid, there's a guy I follow on Instagram, Ramen Toy, and this guy had shown some images of a pre-order coming out in June for the 1/12 scale Knight Rider. Now, being an 80s, 90s kid, Knight Rider is like my favorite live action TV show. For anyone that's not familiar with Knight Rider, you got this like secret agent guy, Michael Knight. He relies on this trusty talking car, Kit, who is basically a supercar, armored car, has lasers, has bulletproof, laser-proof armor. The car has a mechanism that can actually like jump, hop, has a super boost, like speed boost. This thing can like drive at the speed of a rocket. I mean, this thing's insane. And I always wanted a Michael Knight figure, so this comes with a Michael Knight figure. Depending on how much it is, I may consider pre-ordering it. Factoryint.com, that's the company. So the pre-order should be coming out soon. And recently I bought the 4K series of Knight Rider, and I gotta say, guys, it's so sick to just see a 4K edition of an old TV series, 80 series like that. I mean, it looks like brand new. Love it. So that may be something I will be pre-ordering. Another one here. This one is more of a regret. I stopped with the Mondos. And the reason why, guys, is it's just too much. You know, you have so many different franchises. They cater to a lot of, you know, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, you know, with all these like beloved franchises, I mean, they focus more on a lot of us, our generations, because obviously we have more money now to spend, but it gets to be too much. I mean, how many X-Men characters do you need? And then Spider-Man and Ghostbusters. You know, those smaller purchases of 300, you know, 220 USD, 250 USD, or if you're paying Canadian, 300, 360 constantly for each figure, it really adds up. At least with statues, they might be pricey, but you have a bigger grace period to decide if you want to follow through on your payments, or if you're gonna, you're occupied with the payment plan and what have you. You're not as tied up, I feel, you know. But this one here, I wish I kept it. I did have her on pre-order, Storm, and I regret canceling her. I shouldn't have. At the time, my budget was a little bit strict, so I had to make a cancellation on this one. But nonetheless, I mean, I have confidence that Mondo's probably going to re-release this figure, because they've been doing that a fair amount. They don't do it with every character, but I noticed with Storm, not Storm, with other X-Men characters, they have done that, and especially Wolverine. So maybe down the road, if they bring her out again, I will get her, and I'm just going to call it quits after that. But if they release Charles Xavier, then I don't know. That definitely, you can't have an X-Men team without Charles Xavier. But with the Mondos for now, I'm pretty much done with that. Also, guys, moving on to the next one. This is going to be 100% pre-order for me now that my budget's like relatively, it's, back to normal. I can make room for this pre-order. I already have Cloud, Sephiroth, and Zack all paid off, and I know Cloud and Sephiroth are expected to ship out soon. I wasn't going to get Aerith originally, but I said, how can you not? I mean, Final Fantasy VII is basically, Aerith is one of the main characters. You have to get her. However, I'm kind of getting tired of buying deluxe edition, so I'm going to skip on deluxe most likely and just go standard, but Aerith will be added in there 100%. This is going to be a must for me. Not even a tsunami is going to be able to stop me from pre-ordering that. But I'm looking forward to the other three characters, Zack, Cloud, and Sephiroth. I can't wait to have those in my collection. And I already found a dedicated display area for that as well. And then lastly, whenever Tifa comes out down the road, I will get her and then I'm going to call it quits. I don't really care for the rest of the team, but I'm definitely pumped for Aerith, guys. Nonetheless, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. I'll be back again with another review. Peace.